Hello and welcome to another episode of the STEM Confidence Podcast. In today's episode, I want to discuss how to create memorable STEM presentations and go beyond the typical bullet points. First of all, I want to start by explaining why it is important to go beyond the bullet points that we often see in many data presentations. The first reason is because they are boring, which might just be a personal opinion. But the second and most important one is because they are extremely confusing. And if there is one thing that we don't want for our audience to be when explaining complex data, is to be confused. It is known that our brain processes visual information much better and much faster than text. So it makes sense that compelling visuals together with a good storytelling are indeed the best combination when having to talk about complex topics. In fact, studies have shown that people remember up to 65% more information when it is presented visually rather than verbally or in written format. Alright, hopefully I've convinced you that there are actually better solutions than just a bunch of words thrown in a slide. So let's continue by exploring what are some alternatives and how to use them when presenting your data. Let's see how can you incorporate visual storytelling into your presentations. Let's take a look at some examples of visual elements that can really help bring your message to life. One powerful technique is the use of data visualizations. Instead of overwhelming your audience with rows and columns and a bunch of numbers, try presenting your data in the form of charts, graphs, or infographics. Not only do these visualizations make complex information easier to understand, but they also make it more memorable. For example, imagine you are having a presentation on the growth of your company over the past year. Rather than simply listing out sales figures and revenue numbers, you could create a line graph showing the steady increase in sales over time. Not only does this provide a clear visual representation of your data, but it also helps to tell a story of success and progress, which is exactly what should be the goal of your presentation. Another effective visual element that you could incorporate into your presentations is the use of imagery. Whether it's photos, illustrations, or icons, visual imagery can really help to create a connection with your audience. Let's say that you are giving a presentation on environmental conservation. Instead of just describing the importance of protecting the planet, you could include some images of polluted oceans, destroyed landscape, or some endangered species. These images really grab your audience attention and also serve to reinforce the urgency of your message. All of that really makes your audience want to take action, which is exactly what is the goal of most presentations. Finally, don't underestimate the power of storytelling itself as a visual element. By enforcing narratives and anecdotes throughout your entire presentation, you engage your audience on a deeper level, and you make sure that your message is much more relatable. For instance, a good example when presenting a product is to tell a story of how it was developed, instead of simply listing the features and the benefits. You could also share some insights into the challenges faced by your team, maybe some breakthrough moments, and ultimately highlight the triumph of bringing the product to the market. When you frame your presentation as a narrative journey, you not only capture your audience's attention, but you also leave them with a lasting impression. In conclusion, visual storytelling is really a powerful tool that can take your presentation to the next level. By incorporating data visualizations, powerful imagery, and some storytelling techniques, you can really create a presentation that are informative but also engaging and memorable. So the next time you have to talk about your data, try to think beyond the bullet points and consider how you can use the power of visual storytelling to truly captivate your audience's attention. Thank you for listening, and until next time. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you are ready to elevate your communication skills and transform your data into valuable insights, schedule a free discovery call on the link in the description.